Okay, so a lot of dating advice out there is going to most of it is actually um, very high level, and I don't mean that in the sense of a compliment, right? What I mean by high level is like macro stuff, like very vague philosophical ideas on how you should think and how you should act. Most of that is really, really fucking unhelpful. Okay, for most guys that are starting right now, the only way it's helpful is if you already have enough experience to understand kind of what they're aiming at, and also they have to explain it in a way that connects with you as a person, right? It uses the type of explanation that really hits home with you. So a lot of it is very. That's why coaching is really important, right? Because you have a one-on-one connection with that person, right? A lot of the advice out there is way too vague and it's hard to apply, even if it sounds reasonable. Okay, even if it sounds like, oh, that's a good idea, that's cool, or it sounds really fucking smart, blah, blah, blah. Okay, dude, go out and approach 20 girls. That's the absolute fucking starting point for really gaining any knowledge about girls, okay? And the best way to do that is day game. I've been talking about that for fucking years, right? I made a course, Meet Girls Everywhere. Go out and approach random ass girls that you have no connection with. You can do that at bars and clubs, but those environments have their own difficulties, and the people that you meet there aren't necessarily the best. Especially if you're drinking. The other people are drinking, they're on drugs, they're rolling, they're on coke, right? They're and dudes get really, really territorial, right? They're gonna maybe if they're sober they wouldn't act that way, but all the fights I've ever been in, what did you know? They were bars and clubs, right? All the fights that I've seen, for the most part, bars and clubs. Never seen a dude get fucking punched from day game. Never even seen anything weird happen from day game personally. Okay, from me or watching anyone else doing it, I can't recall anything even remotely weird happening. All right, you'll feel strange approaching a random girl during the day because it's not expected, but it's the best way. Okay, and you're normally going to meet the highest quality girls there, girls that you would never ever meet otherwise. All right, go out and do that, and you're going to learn more about girls than you would from any other fucking video I can give you, right? But then once you do the approaching, you can go watch the video, and even though the actual experience taught you more, then the video will kind of give it some form, right? Or it has form now because you have experience. A video that you watch on YouTube, unless you have some experience, it's formless. It doesn't have any substantiality. But once you actually go and talk to some girls, right, and you try and flirt, you get rejected, you need to figure out why. At the end of the day, all you're figuring out is where in the process did I lose her? Did I lose her right from the very beginning? Well, you could just exclude it because you're just not her type, okay? Or you might have been her type, but your fundamentals weren't there, and she kind of just glossed over you and didn't give you a chance, that 3 to 5 second window to kind of like gauge if she likes you or not. Maybe she was in a bad fucking mood, right? Maybe she's on her period. Maybe she just broke up with a guy and she fucking hates men. Who knows, right? If you did start talking to her, okay, now you actually have a chance. All right, where did you fuck up? Did you fuck up in what you said and how you acted, your facial expressions? Where exactly did you lose her, right? Did you get the number? Did you fuck up the texting, right? Well, if you end up on a date, then you did just good enough, right? You could still improve, right? You might not know, but you might have almost lost her because of a text or because of something you did. But it was just enough to get her on a date, okay? Did you smash? I mean, if you want to take my metric, if you don't smash, the first date's kind of hard sometimes to get a lay, but if you're really good, you should be able to do it, right? But maybe not the first date, second date, third date, okay? If you're not smashing that quickly, your game's really not that good, right? Anyone can fucking mac on a girl for weeks and months, right? And then get with her. That's what every fucking normal fucking chump does, okay? That's not game. That's just being a normal dude, all right? That's not game. Game is, can I create a situation where I get what I want as quick as possible? Now, hopefully you give her what she wants too, right? And you have a mutually beneficial relationship, whether it's fast, medium, or, a long-term thing. But none of that is going to become clear, no matter how many videos you watch, until you are approaching girls. And what's interesting is that if you have made the mistake of watching too many fucking dating videos and then you go out and approach girls, it doesn't have to be day game, but that's the ideal. Also, it's really great because you can replicate at any point. You can wake up and go, right? You can do it on a Monday, you can do it on a Tuesday. Usually bars and clubs. I mean, people are always drinking, right? But normally the more popular nights are going to be on the weekends, right? But you can do day game everywhere and anywhere, unless you're in fucking podunk, fuck nowhere. And I forgot what the fuck I was going with that. But you want to be, oh yeah, things that you've watched before are going to start to make sense. Like I remember I would have a lot of experiences, then I would take a time out, for a couple months. I mean, I'd still be approaching, but not as hard. I'd be like, okay, what was I missing? What was I not seeing clearly, right? And all of a sudden, something will come to me. And I'll go, oh yeah, hey, I remember that one girl, da-da-da-da-da. Or vice versa. You'll be having an experience, and all of a sudden, something from like an article or a video or just some thought that you had a long time ago, and be like, hey, wait a second. When that person was talking about, this is where the high-level stuff will maybe start to make sense. When that guy was talking about, I'm the prize, or, don't chase them, replace them, or, pursue girls but don't chase girls, right? What's the difference between chasing, right? It's kind of hard to tell because the man is the pursuer for the most part. So how do you distinguish between chasing and pursuing? Where's that line drawn? And then you're going to catch yourself talking to a girl, and you'll be like, holy shit, I'm chasing right now. Like, you literally catch yourself falling into a trap where you're talking to a girl, and then you feel yourself getting pulled to her magnetically, right? You overreact to something that she said, and you go, whoa, what did I just do? I just overreacted. I'm chasing, right? I'm leaning in. I'm getting really excited. And you kind of wake up for a second, and then you kind of cool down and relax, and you catch yourself, and you go, okay, I need to have some discipline on my behavior. Right? These things will make sense the moment that you have enough experience for these formless thoughts to actually have some solidity in your actual, sensory experience of what you're seeing and what you're hearing. So, long story short, go out and fucking approach girls, dude. Like, I don't care if it's winter. I don't care if it doesn't matter, scorching hot. Go out. Unless, like, literally there is some sort of fucking dangerous weather outside, right? You really don't have an excuse to not be going out except for you're scared. It's okay. I would be doing it for years. And even though I didn't have approach anxiety, the motivation to get out of the house, that was different. Now, I had a little bit more drive because it's what I was doing for a living, and I wanted to really understand like what actually makes women tick and what actually makes women attracted. But even after, I didn't have approach anxiety, I still had the motivation, sometimes problems of, I'd rather sit home, right, and just play some games or something. But I had to push myself up until the point that I felt satisfied, right, where I feel like I don't really have any questions. You have to decide where your endpoint is. And you might not even know, right? You may think you want to be mega big pimp daddy, but then you meet a girl that you really like. And you're like, I feel like I would be making a huge error if I didn't see this through with this girl. Okay. Then you get in a relationship and maybe even get fucking married. Or You know, you might think you're a relationship guy. You know, I'm looking for a girlfriend, and then you figure out, you know what, I actually like fucking a bunch of girls. Okay, right? As long as you two are both enjoying yourself and there's no sort of deception where you're kind of like playing the boyfriend, you know, you're making it pretty clear, either explicitly or through your behaviors very clearly, you know, like she knows what she's getting into, then okay, cool, right? But you're going to be losing girls around the 3-month mark usually. You can sometimes swing it a little bit more, especially depending on how long your courtship process was. But normally from the point where you smash, you got about 3 months, right? So, yeah, none of this is going to make any sense unless you're approaching. Approach. If you want to be doing social circle and meeting friends and meeting girls through there, that's fine. If you want to be doing dating apps, whatever, night game, if you like going out, that's fine. But I highly suggest that you're doing day game as well, okay? So, link in the description. Meet girls everywhere. It is time for you to start fucking approaching girls during the day. Once you start doing it, you will understand why it's the best. It always was the king, it is the king, and will be the king. It has all the advantages and none of the disadvantages, okay? So, link in the description below. Meet girls everywhere. Go out. Approach girls. Stop thinking so fucking much, okay? Talk to girls. Because for the most part, you're stuck in your head, and your head's gay. Your head's really fucking gay, dude. Like, I was with a client, on the phone with a client, and he was out approaching, and this motherfucker was like, oh yeah, these girls, you know, I don't think they like guys like me, you know. He's kind of like a thuggish guy. Like, yeah, they kind of probably like hipster guys. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, these girls are looking at me, then they look up, they probably are looking down on me. I'm like, they don't know who the fuck you are, bro. You're having a goddamn existential crisis, and these girls have no fucking clue who you are, right? So fucking quit it. And he approached a few girls and kept getting rejected. I'm like, just keep going, pussy. You know, and I was talking to him kind of rough because he needed it. And I think it was like, I don't know, like the 4th or 5th approach, something like that. I was really nailing home, like, dude, just shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit. The thing that you need to do the most is quit being such a fucking thug and just relax, right? And I was explaining, like, relax your voice, relax your face, relax your body language. Like, you're putting on this act, and it's so fucking unnecessary, right? It's hiding a lot of your game, which you actually need to develop. Okay, your actual the verbal components, right? But your fundamentals are a fucking mess. You know, you're intimidating women. It's really, really fucking, it's a little bit unhinged. And as I was saying that to him, like, to just fucking relax, he just went into an approach. And it was his best approach. His voice was so much more calm, much more fluid, a little bit more light, not so, hey, excuse me. I'm exaggerating, right? But, and it went really well. She was all smiling and giggly, and it was a really warm reception. And he was totally in shock. He's like, oh my God, I've never gotten a reaction like that just from a random girl, you know? Because he'd only been doing cold approach day game for a little bit. There you go. Right there in the moment, he saw the light. So, and he was out in fucking goddamn, he's in the northeast of America, so it was fucking cold out. Okay, and he was still out there, so you don't have any excuses. All right? Go out, approach girls, go fuck yourself. Hector Castillo, love you. Goodbye.